Let's have a conversation. This is my face right now. This is my me face right now. Hold on. There's this one. And there's this one. Oh, but the best right now, in honor of one of the ladies of the hour. This was my face just now between listening to Riley and listening to Catherine. Oh, they were already annoying me significantly, but after today's episode, get them out of this house. That's how I feel. Get them out of this house. And I'm a big it's just a game person, but sheesh, man. I'm irritated. I'm genuinely irritated. That's how I feel right now. All right. But let's get through this. What's up, Edward? She definitely did try it, and Rachel shut her down. Thankfully. Hi, Cass. Ate her up. Hi, Charicity. Hi, Vicky. You missed a lot. I mean, you missed nothing on here because I just started. Hey, Chocolate. I'm irritated after this episode. I'm so irritated. Hey, Lewis. And I'm when I say I'm usually one of those it's just a game people, a lot of times people watch the show and feel strong emotions about everything. I don't. I might feel a little annoyed. I might feel a little bit sad. I might feel a little bit happy. I might feel a little bit whatever, a little bit of whatever. But this one, like, elicited strong emotions out of me at the end. The most of the episode, I was cool. But the last, 15 to 20 minutes, I was pissed. All right. So, and this is me, you know. I don't get like that very often. Okay, so we start the episode off. It recaps a little bit of the last episode as it always does. It shows us a little bit of Thursday and what happened with Thursday, and it shows us how Adrian went home and a little bit of background about how Adrian became the Nom and how Adrian went home. And then there's some stuff that happened. I didn't really take much notes on that. So we just jumped in to the next HOH competition. So the HOH competition was that balance beam competition where you walk across the balance beam. I don't recall whether you had to push 4 buttons before, but they tried to switch it up and make teams and stuff. So the first round, it was this team versus the other team, and then the person who wins the fastest overall time gets to choose 4 people to knock out of the competition. Kelly wasn't picked. Kelly was all pissed about it. And then Kelly ends up getting to move on to the next round automatically as a result of not getting picked. So, yeah. I'm trying to get through this whole thing because I only want to talk about that last part. But I am trying to recap a little bit for those people who didn't see it. Okay, so Keanu ends up edging Morgan by a little bit in the first round for the best time, 22 seconds and something. And he quickly says, Will, Ashley, Morgan, and Mickey. Like, no thought to it. Those are the 4 people he automatically wanted to eliminate. So he clearly let everyone know, I don't mess with these 4 people. Will, Ashley, Morgan, and Mickey. He said those names so fast. So we get into the second round, and this is hilarious. What's her name? Lauren. Lauren is reading the instructions again, and she said, okay, the rules are changed. So now you're picking to be in teams of 3. So Keanu wanted to pick Vince and what's his name? Riley. He wanted to pick Vince and Riley. But Rachel ran over to him and grabbed him and bear hugged him. And she's like, I'm on your team. I'm on your team. And he was like, I don't want you on my team. I want to run it back with the same team I had before. And she's like, nope, because you're on my team. You're on my team. You're on my team. So basically, this is a genius move by Rachel, because they would have just run the table if they had gotten to pick their own teams. Because then they would just knock off all the people on the other side that are not working with them. And so she's like, if I latch myself onto Keanu, I can help to ensure that Keanu does not win this round. And that's exactly what she did. Although Vince, actually, I don't know whether he was throwing it or not, but Vince fell off the balance beam. So between Rachel not being that fast at it and Vince falling off the balance beam, Keanu had no shot at winning. So that was the end of that round. So we go to the end. We had this other round that was insignificant, like Ava didn't finish or whatever. But then we get to the final round where we have Zach, Jimmy, and Riley going for it at the end. And I'm not ignoring your comments. I'm just kind of going in order. So those 3 are going at the end. Zach did about the same time as he did the first time. I tend to feel like Zach is Xaviering it. And what I mean by Xaviering it, his time wasn't bad. He beat some people with his time, but I don't think that he was going fast enough that he thought that he was going to win. Like, he wasn't moving with intention and purpose like he thought that he was about to win. That's like he was trying to win. I didn't think that Zach was trying to win. I'm going to tell you the truth. Zach is kind of playing a game where he's playing good enough to look like he's not throwing it, but he's throwing it. That's how I feel. Yeah, so then Riley wins. Riley is so hyped. He's like, yeah, what is that? The HOH key. Yeah, yeah. And he's jumping up and down. He's screaming like, I got this HOH. None of y'all can beat me. None of y'all are better than me. Because you know how he talks on the sidelines. These people can't F with me. These people, I can beat anyone in this house and they know it and blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So he's jumping up and down. He's screaming. He's shouting. He's beating his chest. And because we watch the live feeds and everything and see the spoilers, those of us who are on my channel pretty much already know he lost the HOH eventually, but we were just waiting to see how it was going to actually play out. The more he celebrated, the more I couldn't wait to see how this happens. Hold on. I used to skateboard. Shortly falls off. Thank you, MC. Welcome. I don't know when the last time I saw you on here, but I'm glad you're here now. I appreciate you. So, okay, here we are. Even better that he gets it taken. Thank you, MC, for supporting Mark. Double that. Okay, I'm going to put your comments up, but I'm not at this section yet, but I'm going to put your comments up anyways. Cat is furniture, but piping up like she was important. Riley is super unhinged. I would not feel comfortable in a house with that man, to be honest with you. Okay. Lauren in that circus suit reminded me of the I Write Songs, Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco. Okay, so here, where are we at now? So Zach is in a room with the other guys. I think he was in a room with Zach, Keanu, Jimmy, and Vince. I think it was the four of them in the room, right? I think it was the four of them in the room. And they were talking about who the potential pick to put up should be, or the picks to put up should be. And then they were talking about the potential power floating out there. And they were, they were trying to figure out who had the power. And then they were saying like, yeah, we think that it's probably either Mickey or Ashley, and we should flush it out this week and get rid of the power, and then we can go from there. So then they show Zach in the diary room talking about Keanu thinks I've been on his side this whole time, but I've never been on his side. So he immediately leaves and goes over to the ladies. Sorry, I need to plug in the computer. Well, I don't know if it was immediately. That's how the episode showed it as. But whether it was immediately or not is neither here nor there. He, at some point, goes over to the ladies, particularly, I believe, Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley were the people he was talking to, and tells them what was said by the guys, and particularly Riley. And so then they had the leg up of knowing that the picks that he is probably going to make is Morgan, Mickey, and Ashley, because they also discussed that those are the people in his head as potential picks. And because Zach went and told them, now it's in Morgan's head that, oh, I better get him before he gets me. Granted, she could have used the power this week anyways without being told that, because obviously Riley's not working with them, but she wouldn't know that he was going to put up all three of them, so knowing that kind of made it a clear path in her head, like, I have to do this. I have to make this choice to use my power and try to get it through, because he does have the chance to guess. Hi, Tasha. Hey to my Capricorn sister. December 31, huh? You're both December 31? Oh. Are you both December 31? That's crazy. Okay. So where am I at here? Yeah, so Morgan is Mickey is trying to talk to Morgan, and they show this because Morgan's the only one she officially told, and then they show this montage of Mickey trying to talk to Morgan, and then I want to see what's happening in this conversation, but I have to finish my recap. Okay. So it showed Mickey and Morgan trying to have this conversation, and Ashley kept popping in the room. And then it showed Mickey in the diary room like, girl, can you please just give us a minute? So she's trying to tell Morgan, I have to use this power. And she's trying to figure out the best way to get it done and the best way to throw Riley off the scent. So then eventually, I think that probably Morgan and Mickey decided together that telling Rachel was a smart idea. So she told Rachel right before, which is what I was saying I would do with everybody. But hey, in the end, we know it worked out. But yeah, anyways, so the live feeds are on in my background. That's why. She tells Rachel, she's like, Rachel, I have the power. I activated it, and I need your help to throw Riley off the trail. So what it is that Riley gets 3 minutes. Sorry about that. Riley gets 3 minutes with everybody to interrogate each, 3 minutes per person to talk to them to find out if they have the powers. If they have the power. So he talks to everybody. It shows clips of him talking to everybody. Vince tells him, I'm pretty sure that it's Mickey. He says it's either Mickey or Ashley, but I'm pretty sure that it's Mickey. Catherine thinks that it's Mickey. A few of them think that it's Mickey. And then, what's his name? Keanu says, we don't have anything to talk about. It's Ashley. I think he said, you and I both know it's Ashley. So we ain't got nothing to talk about. So he's in there for like 30 seconds. Rachel was in there like, what if America had to make the choice? I don't know. She wasn't really necessarily throwing him off the scent. She was just not pointing him in any direction. But I guess that could be the same thing for somebody as dumb as him. So, I forgot to mention, when the announcement was made that the thing was triggered, let me see what he said. I wrote it down. Give me a second. I wrote it down. I know he said, if I find out who it is, your ass is grass. I mean, I know that was one of them. There was more to it. Anyways, he was just talking in a real threatening tone. Like, either you tell me right now, or I'm going to figure it out on my own, and your ass is grass. And I'm like, bro, why would somebody win a secret power and then come and confess to you so they can't use the power? And he's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm going to figure it out. And then if I guess wrong, they're going to reveal it to me anyways. Duh. That's the rules of the game, sir. That's how the power works. You try to guess it, and if you guess wrong, they're the HOH. What are you saying? What kind of threat is that? Like, you know what? What did he think? For Mickey to be like, you know what? I won the power. Forget the 3 minutes of interrogation for everybody. Let me just make this easy on you. I don't want to be the HOH, so I tripped the power for no reason. Here, I'm the one who's the HOH. I'm the one who won the power, and keep your HOH. And he's like, if somebody, oh man, I'm pissed now, because now you're messing with my family and my family pictures and all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, it's a part of the game. It's literally a part of the game. I'm not even saying that he shouldn't be pissed or upset, but the levels that he was taking this to are insane. He looked insane in this episode. He really did. He looked like someone I wouldn't want to be in a house with. And he already kind of looks that way for other reasons. Right. But he looked like he wanted to do something about it. That's the part that looked crazy to me. Okay, so anyways, he goes through all his interrogation stuff. And then at the end, he's like, yes, he's saying to himself, yes, it's Ashley. I got her. Oh, I skipped the Ashley part. Sorry. There's more than that to the Ashley part. So he's talking to Ashley in her interrogation. And he's like, what are you smiling for? And he was just like, I don't see a reason for you to be so smiling and happy and calm. Is it you? She's like, no, I honestly don't know who it is. And to our knowledge, she didn't know who it is because she wasn't told. The only two people that were officially told by Mickey were Rachel at the very end, right before the interrogation, and Morgan at the beginning. Those are the only two people. So that's just Ashley's demeanor. That's just Ashley's temperament. Maybe it was like a little bit of a nervous laugh, but not like nervous because it's me laugh, but like a nervous because you think it's me kind of laugh. And then she said she heard that herself, along with Mickey and Morgan, were up for a nomination. So his super smart brain, put two and two together. Oh, you knew that I was going to put you up. And I thought it was you anyways. And Keanu told me that it was you also. So it's got to be Ashley. I'm sure about it now. She got out of the room. He's celebrating. The anger issues were cut by production. Because if we saw them in the episode, and this is like a little snipped version, I cannot even imagine the length of time this rant went on in this house. And I'm kind of glad they probably cut it out of the feeds, because if I had seen it, I would be like, I don't want to watch this show until he's out. I still low-key kind of feel that way. I'm like, I want him to be out so bad after this episode. Yeah, that was smart of Zach. They allowed Christmas on twice, so that was a different time, to be honest. Talking to my granny. Hey, Tammy, please make sure, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All right, so they're all sitting around on the chairs that they sit around on eviction night, and Ashley's still laughing, and then Catherine is like, I don't know what you're laughing about. I don't know why you're laughing. The man is literally on the verge of tears, and I don't know why you're trying to laugh. I don't know why you think anything is funny. And then Queen Rachel stands up for her, and she's just like, no, you're not about to do this to my friend. You're coming at her for no reason. She didn't do anything. And she said, I don't know why she's laughing. What did Rachel tell her? You need a timeout. You need a nap. I can't remember. I was kind of annoyed. I don't remember exactly what she said. I'm going to watch it back when I can watch it back. But Rachel ate her up. And then she was just like, come on, Ashley, we're leaving. I don't like bullies. Her and Ashley got up and walked out. So then eventually, they came back. I have not liked Catherine from the beginning, from the shower thing. Ooh, the vibes it gives me. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't go there automatically, but the vibes that somebody like Catherine gives me are that she dislikes somebody like Ashley for reasons that are not game related at all. She just looked at her and saw her and was like, I don't like her. Oh, that's what she said. Go sit down. You need a timeout. Yeah. Karen issues. 100%. 100% Karen issues. 1,000% Karen issues. When Rachel said sit down and Catherine said I'm sat, Catherine doesn't realize Rachel told her to lower herself, and she basically said I'm lowered. Her and Riley, perfect for each other. I hope they go off on an island somewhere where there's no internet. There's no way of contacting them. So after that happened, he's like so sure in his mind, I got her. I'm keeping my HOH. And then he's like, the person that I have picked, that I believe has the secret power, is Ashley. Ashley still has the same smile that she had on her face when he interrogated her and when she was sitting on the couch. Before he made the pick, she had the same smile on her face after. Morgan stands up. He's like, "Really, Morgan? You lied to my face. That's messed up, man. That's messed up." Now, I can't even give you a recount of what he said because it was so uncomfortably aggressive that I wasn't listening to him anymore. Because it's the same way how I would feel if I heard and saw something like that in person. And they kept telling him, "It's a game, Riley. It's a game, Riley." Riley made me feel like he would be comfortable with getting physical with Mickey. Now, I'm not saying that he's done that, but I am saying if I'm in a conference, if I'm pissed off at a woman, I'm not, obviously, I've gotten in arguments with women before, but there's a certain level of aggression, of like physical aggression and intimidation that I felt was present for the things that he was saying to her. And then he's talking about, well, we're just going to see what's going to happen going forward. I hated that. That's what had me so tight when I turned on this video. I was so tight when I turned on my video because I was just like, this guy has a major problem. And I'm pretty sure that the ladies in that house feel intimidated by having him in there at this point. That was a lot. I haven't seen something like that, honestly. I don't remember the last time I saw something like that on Big Brother. I really can't. I can't remember that. He lost his mind, 100%. He lost his mind. He looked like he was on another planet. He was 7:30. Like there was a couple of screws loose at that point. And I don't know if there's something we didn't see, but I would have loved for one of the guys to stand up and be like, "Listen, you're doing too much. You need to relax." Because I would have. Hey, Andre. The aggression, it was not like a regular. I've seen a lot of people get pissed off, like Big Brother pissed off. You know what I mean? The kind of pissed off that he was looked like he was willing to do anything. He was willing to risk it all and lose it all. And I didn't like it. I felt very uncomfortable and angry. I'm actually curious because I don't even look on other platforms before I get on here and do my lives. My lives are based on my thoughts in my own head. And I would really love to see like what people think of what we just watched. Out of control. I hated what I just saw. I'm not even thinking about Big Brother. I'm just thinking, okay, I would not even normally put this comment on my page, but it definitely gave the vibes of when that guy was yelling at Taylor. It definitely gave me those vibes. It's not necessarily, but even in that rant, I felt like that rant was like verbally abusive, which is still not right. This rant, he kind of said less, at least that we saw, but I felt like he was a stone throw away from shoving her, hitting her, doing something to her. Something is wrong with that man. Something is wrong with that man. It feels like it's even getting into the. It is getting into the gameplay. You know what? And now when I heard them be like, "Oh, if you take his HOH and then you put his girl up," I think maybe Ava said that or something today. Then just think of the backlash, and I was like, "Who cares about the backlash?" But now that I see how he acted, they're probably thinking to themselves, "If we send Catherine out the door, this insane man is liable to do anything. And we could have to live with him in that house for another week while he's liable to do anything." Ticking time bomb is what he is. He's not there for the game. He never was. Thank you for being a stand-up guy and recognizing his aggression. I mean, I hope other people do. Honestly. That's not a surprise. That was off the wall and out of the blue. His only reason, I mean, honestly, to just make a long story short, Mickey activated her her secret power of being able to overthrow the HOH. He picked Ashley as the person he thought had the power, which she didn't. And then he went ballistic on Mickey. And they only showed us a snippet. I'm sure it was longer than that. I'm so sure it was longer than that. You know what? I'm not surprised by that. I'll tell you the truth. I don't talk trash about other vloggers. But I will say, when incidents happen, sometimes I go through the line and look at what all the other vloggers say, and they say the safest or most popular thing to say. And I don't. I just say whatever I think. I don't even watch other vloggers before I get on here. That you see my videos, I put them on 15 minutes after the episode airs. I don't know what anyone thinks. I know what my Discord group thinks, but my opinion is not based on what they think. It's just I was watching it and feeling extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, threatened her several times. Even in that little thing that we saw on the TV, he threatened her several times. Cursed her out, all that. And he was real aggressive too. And I was even scared when he was taking the HOH chain off of his neck and putting it on her neck. I was envisioning him like strangling her with it because his level of aggression was so intense. It was so intense. It was too intense. I know if Angela thought that Matt was aggressive, Matt's conversation with her was a level 1.1 out of 10, and his was like a 75. I wish they could let that happen. I wish they could let them walk out the door together. Like, Catherine, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. And he stands up and he says, actually, I'm going out with her. Bye. I don't want to see him for another second in this house. I don't want to see him for another second on these feeds. I don't want to see him, period. I don't want to see him ever. I don't want to look at his social media when he gets out. just not interested. And I heard things about him before he went on, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't care about that stuff. But sometimes there's something to the things that the fans find out about their personal lives. I think that's what Mickey's trying to do. I'm saying, I wish that production would step in. I mean, it's that's so uncomfortable. That's what I was saying before you got here, Andre. I was like, I wish one of the guys had just stepped up and been like, yo, you need to tone it down with that aggression. Send Catherine home. He goes crazy and gets kicked out. 2 birds with 1 stone. Why do you keep saying that? I don't understand. All right, I'm behind on these comments. Been watching live feeds like crazy this season. Daniel was more of a bully type. I usually don't say this, but my dad used to abuse my mom. Is familiar. I've seen one channel talk about. I'm not surprised it's a small channel, because this is something that has been consistent from the time I started covering Big Brother. I would say something, and people would be opposed to what I'm saying, and I'm shocked. I'm like, how could you be opposed to what I'm saying? This is clear as day. Then I would go on. I'm not even going to list the channels, but I know all the popular Big Brother channels, and they check and see what the fandom is generally saying on Twitter, and whatever it is that they think it is, that they're going to go with that. A clean sweep. Get them both out of here. Just say you wanted to sleep. I know. I was thinking that to myself. When he got that HOH key, he was probably like, yo, I'm finally going to get some. I'm finally going to get some Catherine time in this bed. And then it was like, boop, C block. Cass, now you know the reason why Mickey did not go in on him, because she was probably scared that she was going to get physically hurt if she had had any kind of reaction to what he was doing. No joke. I'm not even making a joke. Oh my, what terrible choices, man. Thank you, Robin. I knew it couldn't have just been me, because I'm like, after all that rage, and then he has to take the key off and give it to her. After all that rage, I was like, I hope he just puts this key around her neck and walks away. Like, please. And sitting down and watching it from a distance on TV or whatever, it's more anxiety provoking, because you're like, there's nothing I can do about it. I missed that one. Too many bull kicks in the head. Notice how, listen, I was laying down on my pillows again, and I was about to do this thing laying down until we got to the last 15 minutes, and I sat up, and I connected my webcam, because I'm like, I need you to see me and hear me very clearly. I don't care if anyone takes this, snips this, read it. I don't care where you put it, because I stand on it. I saw them laying on the couch. I mean, laying on was it on the hammock? They were outside somewhere. I think on some kind of chair outside. And then she was sitting here. He was sitting over here. He was like, could you hold my hand already? Because I miss you. And he's holding her hand. And I'm like, it gave me Pepe Le Pew and the cat vibes. You know, the Pepe Le Pew back in the day when the cat, the white paint would go across the cat and put like a strip to make it look like a skunk. And then Pepe Le Pew would be grabbing up the cat and kissing it and going, meh, meh, meh. And the cat was trying to get away from him. That's the vibes I've always gotten from Dude. God, and this is him sober. That's the crazy part. I hope they have some time on the block together. I hope they don't scare Mickey out of putting her on the block. Yeah, we know he doesn't watch the show. Catherine was not going to do nothing with him. I bet she is. I bet you when she gets out of the house, she's going to be like, keep this crazy guy away from me. On the feeds, all you see is him crying. I know. What are you crying about? Yo, shout out to Mickey. Shout out to Ashley. And especially Rachel. Well, these are strong women. That's the reason why I'm saying that. All the women, I'm sorry, but I'm excluding Catherine from this. But all the other women on this season have been subjected to craziness. And they hold their own. And they stick together. And I love to see that. Sorry, I missed the first 30 minutes. Hey, Jacob. I wonder, will they show the messy part where Rachel and Jimmy move Mickey's belongings? Oh, I hope they do. I hope they do. I don't like Catherine at all. She does need to stay away from him. But you make your bed and you lay in it. She can do whatever she wants. I don't care. Now let's see all the self-proclaimed feminists who bash Jared for very little. There will be. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people. I just want to see what people are thinking of this episode. I really want to see what they're thinking. By the way, is the sound good? And I feel on my end the video looks perfectly good. I don't know how the sound is, but the video looks great. Like it's not lagging or anything. This is a new webcam, so I'm hoping that it's looking as good as on your end as it does on mine. Let me know. Yeah, I don't know. So let's see here. I'm going to find out after I get off here one way or another. Rachel and the girls need to stop pumping him up on finding love with Catherine. Who knew Rachel was a girl's girl? You know what? I know, right? Good for Rachel, man. Honestly, good for Rachel. I think that moment that she had with the Ashley thing with Catherine was really genuine. I really do think that was genuine. I think that she's afraid. I think she's afraid of that too. And quite honestly, understandably so. As much as I don't like to see that, if I were her, I'd be afraid of him too. Because the man was acting crazy. Cool. Is that on the feeds or just from what you saw? Because I've heard about that, but I never saw it. And if so, and if it's not on the feeds, I hope that she didn't have this type of relationship with her. Who didn't have? Oh, I see what you're saying, Rachel.
Interrogation power has been activated.
Mickey asked Rachel to act like she has the power. This is like.
Are you just like happy about this turning into a really bad day for him?
You know what? I'm not gonna let them cut this video off because I know that that's what's gonna happen if I play it. But she's like, "Are you gonna act like you're happy that this is happening to him?" Yeah. Why shouldn't she be happy? Why shouldn't she be happy that this is happening to him? I read the Long Island came out. So what do you mean the Long Island came? Oh, the Long Island in her. Got you. I know, right? Put her up. It was. I hope that she's going home. I hope that he's going home. I'm glad I did this live because doing this live, I feel if this was back in the day when I used to just watch things on my own and then go to bed, I think that I'd feel a lot worse going to bed. I'm okay. I've just seen the subject discussed in the chats. I guess it's new. I'm going to be looking around. I'm especially going to be looking around at the other vloggers to see what they got to say. Because, bro, Rob has a podcast is on right now.
Does he? I feel like is a like he put this all into.
Yeah, very much did. And it's.
But you know what? I'm different lanes for different people. Say that. So I'm not going to look at all of them. The biggest ones, I probably wouldn't expect them to spend too much time focusing on that. But the smaller ones like mine, I would hope that they saw what I saw. What Rachel did for Ashley, that was real, but nobody stood up for her except Rachel. Yeah. And him. Hi, Kamisha. If Riley had come at Mickey, my concern would have been how Will reacted. Putting up 3 black women, no. K. Cafro is saying what we are saying. Oh, she's on right now? K. Lovefro, I thought it was. Well, shout out to her. I don't see where her video is, but shout out to her. Oh, by the way, follow Kamisha Reviews, the Queen of Reality TV. She has a channel. She covers a lot of shows, including Big Brother, and she does exit interviews. What time is that going to be? Or is this a pre-record? Are you going live with Kyland, or are you pre-recording and it'll get put up later so I can know? Because if it's live, I will check it out. If not, I'll check it out whenever you put it up. But if it's live, I'll check it out. Do you have a time? Do you have a specific time that you're doing this? TikTok? I don't have you on TikTok. What is your TikTok? I just re-downloaded TikTok because people told me I need to. That's where the money is at, so I need to go on there. So I was like, all right. I re-downloaded my TikTok. What is? I see Kylan is live right now, actually. But he's doing random stuff. He's doing battles at the moment. What is your name? Kamisha. Whoops. I'm doing it right now before I forget. Following Kamisha. I don't know if this is gonna clear up for me, but anyways. Maybe not. But I found her on here anyways. Kamisha Reviews. All of you. You, Shanna. Who else? I don't know. Vicky? I don't know. I can't remember. I just know that was the reason why I went on there. And I actually posted like a little video clip that I had. Somebody's birthday? Whose birthday is it? Who's this for? Kelly? Is it Kelly's birthday? It's Kelly's birthday. They put together all the HOH stuff, I guess. It looks like some White Claws, a couple bottles of wine. Pretty nice of them. I was saying I put up my video of CT when I met up with CT, and it's almost 5,000 views right now. It's pretty dope. Oh, I was trying to get this picture. Kidding me? Oh, I got it. Motion pictures. It let me rewind like 2 seconds. I thought I missed it. That's what's up. Cast is celebrating. Okay. By the way, I think I didn't say this yet, but
shout out all my dogs at the crib. 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 Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib. All right. Nikki has not decided. She was originally saying Catherine was going to be the renom. Now she's been talking about Jimmy. Put Catherine up there. Sacrifice Catherine to the big brother gods. By Thursday, I either want him or her out. Since it's not a double evic, I can't dream of having both of them out on the same day unless something crazy happens that has never happened before. But one of those two has to be off my TV. I'd rather it be him. I'd rather it be him, but if it can't be him, I hope it's her. And if it's neither, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. Can't lie to y'all. Have I met who? Have I met who, Chocolate? I don't know who you're talking about. Bad. I want him gone bad. I want him gone so bad. Honestly, what I'm talking about right now is not game. Not game related at all. Personal level, I don't want to see him in there anymore. Not personal, like I have a personal thing with him, obviously, but just from what I saw on my TV, that kind of thing just does not sit well with me. That was next level. That was next level. I hope so. This is what I was saying about Riley when he was cussing behind the ladies' backs, calling them all types of ish. It's not enjoyable TV to watch someone like him in the game at all. Sickening. Yeah, you didn't see Chocolate? I met him. I met him on premiere night. But my camera's not like making my pictures clear. But let's see. I mean, you can see that it's him, even if it's not clearing up for whatever reason. But shout out to my dog. When I didn't speak to him that long, but the one thing that I said to him, I was like, bro, you're the calmest, most happy person that I ever saw in the Big Brother house. Like, nothing ever bothered you in there. Like I said, it didn't even seem like you cared whether you won or lost. He was like, I'm just me, man. He's like, it's not an act. It was not for the show. I'm just me all day, every day. I'm always like this. And then some ladies like walked up to him and swooped him up. And then he was taking pictures with them. And then he was gone. I didn't see him the rest of the night. And then he left early. Whatever. I didn't have much to say to him anyways, to tell you the truth. Like, he came to New York and people sent that to me outside of the premiere party sometime before that. And people sent me the flyer. It's like, go to Cam's thing at this and this location. And I thought about it and I was like, meh. I'm looking at Riley and I'm just like, you shouldn't be there. It's bothering me. Maybe I'll feel different. I won't feel different tomorrow, but maybe I'll be able to ignore him better tomorrow. But right now, they're pouring out their wine. Catherine's pouring out the wine. The red wine and the White Claws. She caught what lie? It is. Him threatening people is interfering with the gameplay. In the episode when Mickey stole his HOH, he got up and he was yelling and cussing at her close. He was so aggressive. And they were all like, it's a game, it's a game, it's a game, because he was so aggressive and close to her. Like, it was uncomfortable. No, he was just unbothered by everything. Oh, do they have white wine too? Or did they pour some of the White Claw? And he's just sitting there. Everyone else is smiling and having a good time. Riley's just sitting there stone-faced. Even Catherine is smiling, like. And what happened to the last episode when dude was like, oh, no, I'm thinking of two different things. It's okay. Does Ashley not drink? He should be. Oh, Joker's update. Let's see. Joker's update. Oh.
Are you going to ruin this fucking?
Absolutely have to.
Why in the Bobby fucking Johnson? Are you going to ruin this fucking moment?
I absolutely have to.
It says Mickey snatching. It says Mickey snatching Riley's HOH chain. Snatch. I'm for it. I'm for all of it. Person said, I was excited, blah, blah, blah. He was pissed. I don't know. He acting like this. He don't know this is a game. The audacity of him getting pissed. He was big mad. Yeah, all of that. Sorry for his family that has to watch that. If Riley doesn't win Blockbuster, he is gone. 100. Please don't let him win Blockbuster. I just hope she gets on. I just hope that Mickey ends up putting her on the block. I really do. All right, y'all. This is fun. I'm going to be on here another 10 minutes or so. 10 to 15. Then I have some work to do, and I'm going to watch the feeds while I do the work. Oh, I would love to see what these cookout members have to say about this. See, this is my exclusive reason just for getting Twitter. 6. But I don't know if they're going to update their pages right away. Nope. Y'all are letting me down so far. Wonder if Taylor has something on. No. Of course he's gonna get mad. But the level of mad that he was too much. All right. So what do I have left here?
Oh my God, Jesus! I know you were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to disperse it a little better because these people.
It wasn't dispersed too well to that man. Where else? What else do we got? This was after he made his big speech and said, the person with the secret HOH power is Ashley.
What sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, these people are, I don't know if they're sane or if I'm sane. Like, I could be the crazy one. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm sane or they're sane. Oh, they're all going in the backyard. Backyard party. Anyways, recap for those who missed it. This is my mood after today's episode. This is also my mood. And one more. This was my face. This is my face while Riley was up there yelling and threatening Mickey. Not cool. Disgusted by the behavior. Don't like it. Wish he wasn't still there. Yeah. I said what I said. Timu Matt with the chemo haircut fooled Riley too. He sure did. Fridays. It comes on every other Friday. So it came on the previous Friday, and it's going to come on next Friday. I mean, next Friday as in this Friday coming up. It's always going to skip a Friday. Every 2 weeks. MC, did you see my video of when I showed Mimi the Mimi scale? She was so tickled. Showed her the Mimi scale. Hold on. Even if she never does the interview, the 2 or 3, maybe like the 3 times at this point that I've met her, she is at riot. She's an absolute riot, man. She's so funny. She was like, "Oh my god!" And she took that. She threw that in. She threw that in her stories immediately, and I saved it. Did I make my own video? No, I couldn't have made the video because I was showing her the video on my camera. Mimi loves the Mimi scale. About Keanu not picking Kelly. What do you mean not picking Kelly? Not picking Kelly to go up? What do you mean actually? Keanu was not HOH. So I'm not understanding what you're asking. Yeah, the first time I saw her, I just kind of told her about the page and the stuff, but it's not going to register the same. So I said, while I have her here, let me actually pull up the Mimi scale and show it to her. And she loved it. Come on, Mimi, you gotta give me my interview at some point. We gotta run this interview at some point, please. Maybe production said something about my page to her too. Oh, and the HOH comp. I mean, I don't really think much of that. I don't know. I don't think that even if he hadn't picked her, I don't think that even if she had played in the first round, that he would have picked her to be out anyways. He might have. I don't know. Yo, you caught the last 4 minutes of my live. Better late than never, but never late is better. The girls really like Rachel. I feel like that means that Rachel has done an excellent job with her social game. Because, like, the men are like, oh, she scares me. I don't like her. I want her out. Like, Lauren doesn't like her. I mean, well, not Lauren doesn't like her, but Vince has Lauren in his grips. But Morgan, like, these ladies really gravitate towards Rachel. And I feel like that's a W on her part. Because she's bonding with them. I mean, she's gaming. She's always gaming. But the bond is a part of the game. No, renoms are not made until Monday. So Monday we're going to know who's the renom. Monday, typically, I feel like they make the renoms like late afternoon for us on the East Coast. 4, 5, I think so. I feel like busting loose, and I feel like Wow, what a dramatic episode and a dramatic night. I feel like I just went through something. Big Brother is not supposed to make me feel that way, but maybe because I haven't felt anything about Big Brother since the end of season 24. I haven't felt any kind of emotions about it at all, for the most part. See, this is where I planned to be for the whole live, but what's his name had me out of my seat. Any last words? Before I go, I want to thank everybody for joining me on this live. My group is small but mighty. I think this is one of the best Big Brother communities on the net. And let me tell you something. When people join my page, they have often come to my page after trying all the other platforms and seeing all of them and being around those platforms for years. And a lot of them have told me that they were ready to quit watching any Big Brother media because it's so toxic. And I experienced the toxicity of both the fandom and the media. And it made me want to quit covering Big Brother early. But I just was like, let me just make my own community, develop it, and just be who I am and stay true to myself. And I've done that over the past 4 seasons, and my community found me. And it makes me enjoy, it enhances my Big Brother experience a lot more. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for y'all. You keep me motivated to do this. And that's it. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to get off here. I can't go to bed, unfortunately, because I put off my responsibilities all day. Yo, they're enjoying this wine. Oh, they were just cheersing with the wine a minute ago. I miss the days that I could show you guys alive and then do commentary and stuff. Those are some fun times. But I love those ladies, man. It's funny because, like, at the beginning, as a collective group of them, I liked them individually, but I had to warm up on Ashley because I didn't like how she was in the beginning. And then Morgan, I'm like, she's doing too much. And then, like, Ashley, yeah, I don't feel like Lauren really fits in with that group like that. Anyways, but those four, I really like them together. I really do. I'm really enjoying seeing them together. Appreciate that, Jason. You're all pretty great. And you know what? This is the biggest compliment, right? Even when I was doing my interviews, Sam, John Brennan, Cara Maria, I think Chaz from the Circle also, they told me, and Ayana, they all told me that, what is Will doing? my guy, you're on one white claw right now. What are you doing? Oh, I like Will too, by the way. What is he saying? The remote is out of reach. I want to know what he's saying though. Shoot, missing it. I missed it. Yeah, that looked funny, whatever that was. Yeah, they all told me that my channel was a safe space, and they appreciate the fact that I don't try to make them look stupid when I'm interviewing them and giving them interview questions. I almost have a few times, to tell you the truth, but not because of y'all, just because obviously I lost my dad in the midst of doing this. After 1 year of doing this, I lost him during my first season of ever covering the show. So that was a huge thing to happen. Huge, massive thing to happen. And then I was like, my other page got demonetized. And then I need to find my remote. Because I need to find my remote. Me too. Because I need to see what Mickey and Morgan are talking about right now. Anyways, I'm jumping off this thing for real. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Get rid of Riley. Riley got.
You are now tuned in to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective.
What's up, family? It's Mimi from Big Brother Season 25, and you are now tuned in to Mindful Reality with Mark. I need for y'all to stop what you're doing and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, because the math ain't mathin', okay?